Yes, now we are happy to be able to present to you some results from our research together with several other partners. And it is the results of a project called GoSmart, which has produced a service called Ubigo, and where it's actually real users using the service. And we have a representative here for that user. And first of all, I give the word to Arby, who is one of our partners in the project and responsible for this particular part.
What does your daily commute look like? Do you feel that owning a car is starting to get expensive and troublesome, but it would be too much of a hassle to manage without one? Is there a way to maintain the freedom and flexibility that many drivers need without actually having to own a car? We believe so. Right now, we are looking for people to join us in our search for a new way to make commuting easier in the future. This service is called Ubigo, and our goal is to make it easier and cheaper to take advantage of many commuting options. This service works like a digital punch card for the time spent using multiple forms of transportation, all in one app, all in one flexible subscription. Whatever you don't use this month rolls into the next month. Imagine a commute with multiple modes of transportation that fit together. From home to the office, you take the bus, maybe a rental bike the last bit of the way into work, or just an electric bike the whole way, a car from the carpool to drop the kids off at practice, and a rental car for the weekends, a taxi home from the pub. All forms of transportation are combined into one subscription that is customized for each household, just to make things easy for you. It provides both personal service, and in case of severe delays or mishaps, Ubigo sends a taxi to take you the rest of the way. Instead of the same old car, you get a fresh new car when you need it. It's a commute that avoids all the time-consuming and costly drawbacks of owning a car. Less time looking for parking spaces and less money spent on parking fees. Less time waiting in traffic. And avoid vehicle taxes, changing tires, inspections, and repairs, which can end up costing upwards of 4,000 crowns per month, plus toll fees. This way of traveling is not only better for your health, but it's also better for the environment. Further benefits of taking the environmentally friendly travel options are home delivery of groceries. Ubigo is a service developed by Project GoSmart, which is a collaboration of these partners. Right now, we are looking for people like you who want to move forward and create a new future. Let us know you are interested at ubigo.me.
Okay, I'm sorry to inform you that it's too late. Since 1st of November, we are running a test for 6 months with 70 households, a total of about 180 persons using this service in their everyday life. The business idea we are testing is actually to trade everyday travel. So it's about purchasing travel services and in volume, and repackage them and deliver as one common service to make it easier for households to manage their everyday life without having to own a car or having to own their second car. We call it sometimes a charter company for everyday travel, or Spotify for everyday travel. So it's not an app. It's actually the things are behind it we're testing. And Ulla, you see it's very easy to substitute this logo with SM, and we're ready to go. No problem. So, since we are testing, actually what we are testing is a business model. So we want to see if it's possible to make it easier for customers, make it price-worthy, and see if it's possible to live on it, to make money, to have a sustainable business delivering these services. So in order to do that, you can't do that with market research. It's impossible to ask those questions. So it's about having real households that are using real services and paying real money. So we built since it's just over a year ago, we start building systems, recruiting households, contract recruiting suppliers and everything. So we actually built a company for just less than a year. But the most important part of this is, of course, the users in this test. And we have two here actually. One is catching a cold, so she's going to be supporting from the audience. Well, this is, but we can't manage to handle all different types of cell phones. It has to be a little bit more modern. This is a service that we are developing and testing within the framework of the Go Smart project with Victoria ICT as a big partner in Poland. Fredrik has been very deeply involved in developing this service. So, as I said, the important thing in this is the users, because they are the one that we need to follow up and see how they experience the service. So they are the actual stars in this. And we have with us Christian Sebelich and Annika, who's, as I said, catching cold, so you're going to be the spokesman?
Yeah, I have to be the spokesman again.
Okay.
I'm the one who is dealing with the real money.
First natural question is, of course, why did you sign up for this test?
Curiosity, and as I have been working within travel management business for the last 20 years, and in that business you always have to tear down walls and change travel behavior. So I've done that on the corporate side. I was interested to see how it would work in a private and a personal side. So therefore I signed up. So, and at the same time I was thinking of maybe should we buy a second car or not at the moment. No, why? We try this one out instead.
Did you agree?
No. As a normal, this typical Swedish household, we never agree on anything.
Okay.
But okay, now we agree on it.
But as I understand, we haven't rehearsed this, so it's going to be kind of interesting also for me to hear what you say. But as I understand, Annika is the one using most.
Yeah, she's using it most as I'm a little bit too lazy sometimes, and when I are working, I always have to get on short notice outside Gothenburg or in southern part of Sweden. So for time being, it doesn't suit me 100% on a daily basis. However, it's for personal trips around here in Gothenburg, it's perfect. However, Annika is the one who uses it on a daily basis, more or less. She's also a little bit more technical than I am. I have a nice iPhone, but I don't always know how to use it.
What do you think so far? Your experience?
Perfect. Those times when I have used it, trying out the tram system and the West Traffic transportation, it has been perfect. It goes quick, and I'm one of those who I always forget my wallet at home, and normally if you go on public transportation here in Gothenburg, you need to have a special smart card. So instead of paying 1,200 extra when you don't have this card with you, and say that always is my wallet at home, then it's perfect, because now I have it's in my mobile, and I always have my mobile with me. It's maybe not the best thing to do, always have it on you, but okay, I'm mobile.
Because this is not at all biased. I'm behind the project and we're a believing user, so
yeah.
It's very important. Any specific experiences or happenings?
I'm so positive that it's so easy to use all the time. I have not had any major problems. Okay, there were the first weekend there was some problems with signing in to the system. As I'm one of those few that doesn't have a Facebook, so I had to use a Gmail sign-in. And the first 3 days, I think it was, nobody with Gmail could sign into it. So therefore, it was a little bit frustrating, but I'm a quarter Italian, and you know, in Italy, everything doesn't work so smoothly anyway, so I just took it easy. I will fix it, and I fixed it as well.
It will soon be end of April. We'll have Christmas and such things in between. But then the test will be finished. What would it take for you to remain a customer?
Maybe I would probably be a customer as it is at the moment as well. However, maybe a larger flexibility in when using, like nowadays we have either you have a sharing car to use, and when you use that one, you don't know the actual cost unless you just drive 10 kilometers or whatever it was per hour, or you have a rental car, and if you drive it during weekends, then no problem, you have a fixed cost. However, if you, like me, needs a car for further distances within Sweden during weekdays, I would like to know exactly what would that cost me, and that's something that maybe to know exactly what do I pay for it if I use it more or less. Now I have to calculate and everything like that, and I don't like calculation. So that would be of help. And as I said, as a quarter Italian, I could rent a Lamborghini or Ferrari would also be nice.
Okay, so we can add a Lamborghini and have a contract.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. I will sign it directly.
Okay. Is it something more you want to add, or perhaps you want to ask?
I think that I have this question: what would it take for you to kind of continue with this one? So you already answered it. I think. I might add a question to Ulla and Lena. From starting with Lena. You there? Yes, you have a mic. From the city's perspective, do you have any early opinion of how this would work in a city like the other one?
I think it's an opportunity. I mean, we on Hisingen, the island on the other side of Göteborg, when we are building Kvillestaden, there are carpools there, and that's the part of the planning that people are not supposed to have cars when they move there. And this could be a solution also in that kind of planning. And we are going to build more areas in the river city. I think this will be necessary to not only to say that you should walk and take the bicycle or the public transportation, and you need this opportunity as well, because sometimes you need car to go outside the city, or if you need to transport things in your household. So I think it's a good idea, and you need to try it and to take the experiences and develop it.
Yeah, thank you. And Ulla, you presented to us earlier about several different tests that you're running in Stockholm. Would this one be a complement to what you're doing? What's your opinion on that?
This is certainly a very interesting idea, and I will look into it. But we also have the different kind of carpools and card sharing system. It's quite a lot of different things that is developing right now in this area, and but I'll look into this more deeply because it sounds very interesting.
Thank you. I have a question for Christian. Would you be interested in giving up your car, even if it was a Lamborghini, for this kind of service, to get rid of parking, trouble, etc.?
Yes.
Is that the same for you? It is? Great. Okay, so I thank you very much, Hans and Ubigo family. Thank you very much.